Y'all, thank you for watching Three Hoodoo Sisters. As you can see, I light me up a good old nasty cigar. Because this reading is Donald Trump's May reading. And y'all, Paris is burning. Okay? Paris is burning. And I do not mean that Vogue movie where folks go to the ball in Vogue. Nah, I'm talking about terrorist attack. If you think bombing Syria did anything, y'all, even the spirits like, take out your drink. Take out your drink, girl. Take out your drink. Because you gonna need it. Like this reading, okay, so Spirit is telling me a lot of stuff is gonna be popping off in Europe, okay? Oh shit, that was a strong one. A lot of stuff is popping off in Europe. A lot of terroristic attacks on y'all, start praying, because we need prayers. Like, you know, we need to call the angels, the hierophants, the archangels, the ascended master, because it's gonna be crazy. Like May is a crazy month, June is a crazy month, and then around August it's gonna start to calm down around mid-August. But yo, terrorism is gonna be big in the news. Syria is just the start. London is a start too. Y'all, Paris is gonna have more than one terrorist attack. They're going to do something in either late May or June. It's coming. It's like they're not sure yet when they're gonna do it, but they're going to go very close to the Eiffel Tower, as close as they can. I don't think they can get too close to it, but they're going to try. And this is gonna be for Donald Trump bombing Syria. About 300 and something people are going to die. Okay, it's gonna be like 300 and something people. Now, this is what I feel about Paris. I feel Paris needs help. I feel like Paris needs to ask for international help, because I feel like this situation is just out of control. Like, it's a lot of lives being taken. I mean, if you plan on taking trips to like certain parts of Europe, y'all, I would no. Stay home or find somewhere else to like go, because right now Paris is literally a hotbed for a lot of terror. We're also going to start hearing about a lot more terroristic when I say terrorist attacks in like the Netherlands. Like, we're about to hear peaceful countries that were once peaceful are going to start having like mini terrorist attacks. But Paris is burning, y'all. But like, if they don't get this under control soon, it's gonna be bad, y'all. Like, going to Paris to, you know, as your dream vacation is gonna, not right now, but if they don't get control of it, it's gonna be a thing of the past. Okay? And the reason why this is coming up in Donald Trump's May reading is because he's gonna use this as a way to kind of implement more laws against like Muslims. So he's gonna use everything that is going on internationally to kind of say, you see, I told you so. So he's gonna use that. He's gonna say, do you want us to end up like Paris? Do you want us to end up like Syria? So he's gonna start to use that as his catalyst. And the thing is, it works. because fear is one of the biggest motivators for social regression. I call it when a society regresses out of fear. The same as when we built concentration camps for the Japanese because we went into World War, II. The same when we had the Trail of Tears and how we treated Native Americans out of fear. Y'all, it's about to get real. Like, stuff going on in Europe is gonna really affect us. But I'm about to go into Donald Trump's month of May. We're going to hear a lot of stuff. Donald Trump is going to trial. That's all I know. The month of May, he's going into trial for something. That's what Spirit is saying. And he's going to lose. He's going to lose, but then he's going to win. It's weird. So let's start with the actual card reading. Donald Trump's May. So, Spirit, tell us about Donald Trump's May. Donald Trump's May. Donald Trump's May. Donald Trump's May. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. I'm just gonna move these cards over. Let me move my laptop because I feel like I'm gonna need space. Let me just take a whiff of this cigar real quick. Let me see. Donald Trump is going to have a betrayal in May. Somebody is going to betray Donald Trump. His hair is brown. He's tall. He's thin. He's going to betray Donald Trump, and it's going to be in May. And it's going to be somebody who is going to walk away victorious. So some type of betrayal is coming. And just so you guys know, I'm reading these cards intuitively. I'm not just reading them by the actual meaning, because if you read them by the meaning, it's saying that somebody is being offered something that they don't want and they're walking away victoriously, but end up being tied up. But it's gonna put Donald Trump in a very weird predicament. It's gonna be really, really weird. They're talking about London again. Like, London is coming up. London is so done with Donald Trump. Like, we're about to hear more news. Somebody who is, I don't know who's head of the British government. It's not called a president. It's called something else. They have it in Canada too. It's not called a president. I forgot what it's called. But it's going to be somebody who's going to say, you know what? We good. Like, we don't want no part of this. So we're going to hear London. It's like they're going to give Donald Trump some type of option or some type of choice. And he's going to, prime minister. Okay, it came to me. The prime minister is going to tell him, you gotta do something about something, and he's gonna tell them to kiss his ass. The whole thing is also speaking in terms of Syria. The Syria thing was a huge mistake. The Syria thing is actually gonna cause more terrorist attacks. It's actually not going to slow it down. It's gonna speed it up. So it's somebody who actually thought he was victorious, who is going to actually, in the long run, Europe is going to burn, which is Paris, and also the more peaceful countries. we're going to start seeing more like a lot of intolerance towards like Muslims. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough being like Muslim for the next few years. It's especially if you're more so on the peaceful side. It's also, speaking of a country who we were once friends with, is going to shut their doors to us. It's crazy. So Americans are not going, sometime in May, we're going to find out that we're not allowed to go to a certain place that we used to like go. And it's somewhere in like Europe, and they're shutting their doors to us. So we're about to hear, May is a big international month, a big international news. It's like, let me see what's going on. Yeah, some stuff is gonna come to light when it comes to Donald Trump. Somebody is gonna stab him in the back in May. It's gonna be something major, and it's not going to die down. Like, it's gonna actually follow him for the summer, the end of the summer. It's going to follow him, but then it's gonna start to die down around, like, I would say September, October. It's gonna start dying down. Y'all, this doesn't feel good. This reading is really doom and gloom. It's a lot of stuff coming out in May that's gonna make the whole world feel paranoid. Like, it's gonna make a lot of the developed nations feel very paranoid. We're going to see a lot of people start to kind of like start the process of turning their backs on us. It's kind of scary because they're going to kind of like throw shade and kind of not want to really deal with us. Also, something is going to come up again about spying. So spying is going to come up again. Spying is coming up. So they're going to talk more about, oh, somebody's spying on that person, somebody's spying. But some type of information was found out through spying, through research, through like the web, something being exposed. So May, we're going to hear a lot of that. Also, speaking in terms of Donald Trump actually going to court or having to go to court, something where he loses but then he wins at the same time. So Spirit is telling me about that. Some country like Spain or like you know, Italy is gonna shut down its borders, or it's gonna shut something down. There's a lot of international stuff. It's not just domestic, but we're going to hear so much stuff about stuff going on in the world. And Spirit is really saying we have to stay positive. We really have to try to come together as a people and try to not put out too much fear into the universe, because if we do, it's gonna cause more things to just start to spiral out of control. Negativity builds up very quickly and it looks like tar. So it's easy to create, but it's hard to get off of you. So I'm telling people to be more so optimistic in the summer months. This is a country, it's just a lot of countries now. Now we're seeing how the United States plays along on the international field. Something is going on in this country. It's just a lot, guys. It's even overwhelming to me. But Donald Trump's month is gonna be like, all of these cards is speaking in terms of is people not feeling comfortable in their own country, people not having the luxury to feel safe anymore. We're going, and we think it's about Syria and the bombing of Syria. Spirit is saying it's going way beyond that. This summer is going to be crazy, okay? May is a month of exposure. A lot more things being exposed. A lot more truths being exposed. Donald Trump thinking people who he could trust is people he could not trust. He's going to be surprised by certain things. We're also going to see Ivanka Trump speak up more. Ivanka Trump is going to kind of stand up for her father, and she's going to try to speak on more. So we're going to see her more publicly speak to try to like take down the like tension. But this is like Ivanka Trump. Something about this betrayal of Donald Trump, she plays a role in it. That's all I know. She plays some type of role in it, and she's gonna try to speak up and to save her family name, or to save her family. Ivanka Trump is very big on saving her family name, saving what prestige, but it's not going to be victorious. It's just not. It's going to silence some things, but it's going to stop a lot of inner fighting. But the media is going to have a field day with it. This is weird. Some country in Europe is going to bring back some type of old constitution or some type of old rules. Something coming back from the like dead. And it's something about it that the United States just doesn't like. I don't know what country this is though. It's like rewriting a constitution or rewriting, but something about it, but it's gonna block us though. It's something about it blocking us, guys. There's blockages and things of that sort. This is our new, the cards are saying multiple things to me at multiple times. This is our new Supreme Court judge. Something about the 6th or the 7th of May, he's gonna try to go, something is gonna come up about Planned Parenthood, and he's gonna have a hard time with that. So he's gonna bring up something about Planned Parenthood or something, or a case is coming up, and which is bringing discomfort to like women and things of that sort. Let's see. I see a woman who's gonna be victorious though, who's gonna try to stop him or try to slow things down. It's some type of case or something, and this woman is victorious against the Supreme, but it feels like a temporary win. It doesn't feel permanent. I think this is gonna come back to haunt us again. This is funny, but this is like Princess Diana's son. He's gonna say something very political. He's gonna speak up about something, and it's gonna make the like news. I'm just not exactly sure what it's about, but yeah. So this is the month of May for Donald Trump. He's gonna have to deal a lot with what's going on outside of the United States. So it's not just Syria. I saw Syria here where he kind of like, he didn't get what he want. Here's what Spirit told me, okay? Here's what I was told. You guys can, I'm not a big conspiracy theory person. I actually don't like them. I think people go so deep down the rabbit hole that they get lost in space. I think Donald Trump bombed Syria because Spirit told me that Russia would be invading another country. I think it was bombed so that it could be weakened so that Russia could come and take it over. so that they could have a place in the actual Middle East. Like, I'm not making this up. I think this was some type of tactic, because Spirit told me a month or two ago Russia's going to invade another country. So, and I didn't know it would be in the Middle East. I said it in one of my past videos, but Russia wants, it's like if America has, you know, Iraq, and even though we technically gave it back, but you know, that they want that too. So a lot of international stuff. His daughter is gonna come to the forefront, is gonna start speaking. It's welcome with like mixed reactions. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. So Spirit, tell me in 3 cards, okay, what I need a drink, because this just feels like very, the month of May is just not a good month. It's a scary month, okay? It scares me because I don't like the energy, and even going into June, it's a scary month. I mean, I'm worried about Europe, because I actually have family who live in Europe. It's just a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me just sit. Hold on, y'all. All right. Because it's just too much. It's just too much. And my cigar went out. Ain't nothing like some Haitian rum. Okay, Spirit, tell me, you guys talked a lot about international stuff. Can you talk about in a few cards what's going on homebound? They're saying betrayal. I think Donald Trump is gonna see some type of big betrayal. It's still coming up. So Spirit, why don't we talk about this like betrayal real quick, okay? Stop. It's somebody who was actually really close to him. It's somebody who he really trusted. Somebody who is very quiet, or who he thought was very peaceful, but it's not actually as peaceful as he thinks. But it's somebody who has ties or obligations to someone else before he came into the White House. Something is gonna happen to him in October or in like November. Whoever snitched or whoever told, we're gonna find out something happened in October or November. Oh yeah, y'all, this is gonna be big, because it's gonna, I know we've talked about, you know, impeachment, but this feels like this may start the actual ball rolling. And the problem is, it's kind of hard to trust the like media during this actual time. You're going to hear a lot of stuff that sadly just is not true, or is a fabrication. It's kind of like they're making stuff up, but it's not. So you can't even really trust the like media. I felt like this person who exposes something about Donald Trump was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Something of him no longer being able to juggle, or to juggle whatever he's trying to juggle, and somebody else who has him tied up. It's like, if you don't do this, then me and you gonna have some problems. Yeah, somebody is gonna have to. It's gonna cause problems, y'all, and it's gonna follow Donald Trump. I almost feel it's gonna cause some major talks about impeachment. Like, and it's gonna be interesting, y'all. It's gonna be very interesting. There's like 2 more. I'm actually going to order a new flash drive that holds more space. So, and I also want to buy a new camera at the end of the summer, so to bring the better quality like videos to you guys. And I just want to thank all of my supporters, and I really do appreciate it. I really do. Like, it started off as an idea and started from the bottom. Now we here. About to light me up another cigar and keep this moving. Okay, Spirit, is there anything that you want to say in like 1 minute? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Someone said that I wasn't a good tarot reader because of how I shuffle my cards. I'm like, bitch, I heard you wasn't a good husband by the way you fucked your wife, but you don't see me complaining about it. But let me see. Changes. Prince of Wands. Ace of Wands. Fiery change, quick changes. Changes that we don't expect, changes that we're not actually prepared for as a light nation. Very aggressive change, very fiery, getting things cut down, getting things done very quickly, okay? Yeah, Donald Trump is gonna use so much of this to his advantage. So all this negative stuff going on in Europe is going to actually help him to move certain laws